Hey, welcome to Rapid Prototyping with Macaw. In this lesson, you'll learn how to use the Macaw Page Manager and Toolbar. So let's get started. First of all, the Page Manager. Now, this will allow you to create different pages or duplicate existing ones. For example, on the top here, I have the index page, which is created by default when you start a new project with Macaw. If you click on this little button here, you're going to see a list of all the existing pages in my project. I have an option to create a new page by clicking this button, give the page a name, for example, test, and then you have tabs which you can use to switch between pages. If you click on this little button again and hover on a certain page, you'll have two options: either duplicate the page with all of its contents and properties, or delete it. For example, if I'm going to draw a simple rectangle on the test page, and let's say I'm going to color it with red, and then I go to my pages and I duplicate test, it's going to create an exact copy. And also, if I either hit this button and hit close, or I go here and I delete the page, it has the same effect. So that's basically what you need to know about the Page Manager. Now let's talk about the toolbar. This is positioned on the left side of your document, and it will always stay there, just like all the other panels. So you can scroll the canvas to left and right, top, bottom, but the toolbar will always stay there. So the first one is the Move tool or the Select tool. It has the V shortcut. Basically, it allows you to move an object on the canvas and also resize it. Next, we have the Text tool, which you can use to create text areas or text boxes. Simply type in your text, and then you hit this little button or Command Enter. Next, you have the Element tool. Basically, you can draw a rectangle or a square if you hold down Shift while dragging. It's going to create a perfect square. And then, of course, you can move this around. You can change its properties right here. Next, we have the Container tool, or G, which is basically a group of elements. So you can create a container like this. You can double-click it. You can go inside it, and then you can position different elements inside that container. And notice in here it says body and then div.container, or div with a class of container. So if we go back to body, you're going to notice this is now a group. Okay? The next tool is the Button tool, or B. You can draw buttons. Again, you can resize this. You can add different properties here. It's really cool. Next, we have Form Elements. And in here it says Input, but notice the little arrow. If you click and hold, you're going to get a list of all the available options. So if I select the checkbox, in here, it's going to say checkbox now. And you can draw a simple checkbox. Or maybe you want a normal input. Select that, draw, and you have a normal input. Next up is the Hand tool, which you can use to navigate on your canvas by clicking and holding and then moving your mouse. And next you have the Eyedropper tool, which you can use to select a color. On the bottom, there is this stamp icon which says Global Styles. And you'll learn about this in a future lesson. But for now, you must know that it's used to create, well, global styles that can be applied to various elements in your page. Finally, there is a feedback button here because Macaw is still pretty young. It's not in beta anymore, but as with any other application, there are still a few bugs. So you can use this button when you encounter one to send a report. You can describe your problem here, and also you can send the file you're working on along with your feedback so that the team behind Macaw can analyze it properly. And that's basically it for the toolbar. Next time on Rapid Prototyping with Macaw, you'll be learning about the inspector panel, which is right here on the right side. Thanks for watching.